Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the second episode of the Widebody BRZ series. In the last episode, we actually test fit these rally backer fenders onto the car and we're super happy with how they look. In this episode, we're actually gonna be cutting and drilling into the car, then mounting the kit with hardware. It's gonna be really exciting. Let's get into it. We have the kit held on with tape and we're going to go ahead and measure the cut lines as well as mark the locations for the holes that we need to drill. When doing a wide body like this, you want to measure 8 times, cut once. I'm exaggerating, but you really need to have everything precise before making any cuts. Alright, so since the kit is pre-painted, what we're actually going to do is have this little foam piece and then he cut a little hole in the center. And then what you can do is actually put it onto the drill bit. So when we're screwing it into the car and drilling the holes, what it's going to do is if you push too far, instead of scratching the paint, it's actually going to protect it because you have this little foam piece. It's pretty clever. We have the other side of the kit mounted onto the car and we have it held in with tape because we want to get the general idea of how it's going to fit. But since it's a genuine kit, it pretty much fits spot on. So we have all the tape laid out and you can just get a good idea of the fitment. So it's pretty much aligning with all the stock body lines, and then it also makes its own body lines, which I think just looks amazing. So let's go ahead and drill it and then see how it looks from there. So now we drilled it out and now we can actually see the holes. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the final drill bit size for the holes, which is gonna be a 7/32. The time we've all been waiting for. Time to cut these fenders. We're marking the lines, then cutting. The amount you need to cut will be different for everyone, so make sure you cut less than you think you'll need, because you can always cut more, but you can't undo previous cuts. That's enough talking. Let's go ahead and cut into this car. So what did we just do?
So we just cut the bottom piece off just because there's an inner layer besides your fender liner. Now we can make a clean cut on the actual body itself, and we have separate the inner fender liner to the body.
So yeah, it turned out really clean. I mean, obviously this is not going to be the final cut. We're just kind of getting this for the actual mounting, but when we actually do the final cut, we're going to weld it, seal it, everything's going to be good and waterproof. But for now, it's looking really good, and now we're just going to go ahead and cut the rest of it. So we just finished up cutting the fender and it came out really clean, and keep in mind this is not the final product. We're actually going to have this welded and sealed professionally, so it's going to look really good when it's finished, but for now we're just getting the rough cut done and I think it looks really good. What we're going to do to clean it up on our end is just actually use a Dremel. It's going to turn out really good since we're using the Dremel, and we're just going to smooth it out. It's going to look really good. So for those looking to wide body their car, don't even worry about it. You can just do this DIY wide body. Check this out. Literally just push the rear bumper out and you have your own wide body. Pretty cool, huh? Now that the fender is cut, we can see the inner fender. From the factory, this inner fender is bonded and sealed with the outer fender. Essentially, we want to replicate this, so we will cut slits into the inner fender, then fold the slits up so we can tack weld and properly seal the fender. Now that the rear is done, let's do the front. The front is much simpler in the sense that there is no inner and outer skin. It's simply just the outer fender. Let's go ahead and cut it. So we just cut the fender out and this one came out pretty much perfect. I think it looks absolutely awesome. We also have our pilot holes drilled out. So go ahead and tell us, Scotty, like what are some things you found out while you were working on it?
Properly clean cuts with an angle grinder. I don't know about a Dremel, but for an angle grinder, you would want to make a continuous cut. Don't back off, don't stop and go back or anything like that. You actually just continue with your cut. It would actually make it a lot more smooth, and don't go so deep with the cut as well. Because if you do that, then it would make also like different patterns within the fender. So it made it a lot easier than I thought it would be.
So I just want to go ahead and show you guys the hardware when it's actually without the fender. So it's really simple. So we have this right here that's going to go on the back side of it, and then this is the actual bolt that's going to go in. It's really simple. You just put it in once the fender's on and it's gonna look like that. And then you'll have your fastener on the other side that's gonna go in from the underside of the fender. Now that we have the final holes drilled out, we can just go ahead and remove the tape.
You did like a wrap job, tape job.
Oh well. Before we mount the wide body, we have one last thing to do. We need to cut the front and rear bumpers. It's essentially the same process we just did, but this time it only takes cutting off the corner. The part we've all been waiting for. Let's go ahead and mount the kit and see how it looks. So now we have the passenger side for the most part complete. Let me know what you guys think of this, because it's really cool to see it kind of come together, because it's going from a vision to now actually here in real life. I think the kit just fits amazing, and this is really cool to just really see it come together. For now, it's looking really awesome. So here it is. We have the kit mounted onto the car, and it's actually held on with hardware. We think it came out super amazing, and keep in mind the kit is around 95% done. We might actually end up getting the kit repainted, or we might just wet sand and polish it. But the kit is holding itself onto the car, and the fitment itself, like from the box stock form, it's really good. We're super happy with how it came out. You guys should let us know what you guys think. Like, do you like the kit? What would you have done differently? But we're definitely not done yet. We still have a lot more left on the car. Obviously, the one sticking out is we're definitely gonna have to put the new wheels on, but that's gonna be in a different video. You guys are gonna have to stay tuned to see what wheels we do for the car. If you enjoyed this video and wanna see the rest of this car get built, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because we're definitely gonna have the rest of the episodes coming out in the near future. We'll see you in the next one.